top of that, there is rumors that there's going to be a new tax going into effect at the beginning of the year. So I fact checked this headline, and it does seem that they are protesting over the economy. And I also was not able to confirm if there will be a new tax going forward in the first of the year or not. So I'd say overall that one was pretty accurately reported by the media. They didn't really lie too much in that one. Of course, there were some inconsistencies, but they were little enough that I don't need to mention them here. So number two, the second headline, this one is about Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu's meeting. They met and they were discussing. They met in Florida at Mar-a-Lago because Benjamin Netanyahu is no longer allowed in New York now that Mamdani is the mayor. He said that if Benjamin Netanyahu tried to come into New York, he would arrest him on site, like immediately. He would be arrested for his war crimes. So that's why they're meeting in Florida at Mar-a-Lago, in case you were wondering. So, anyways, they met. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It was pretty sad. It was really just them jerking each other off. There was no change. There was no change. There was no milestones reached. I got written down here. They had 5 major subjects. 3 of them were quickly settled. They said 3 of the 5 were settled within minutes. But of course, 2 of the 5 took some debate. But they said that they. I love how you can see my foot down here. I'm trying to keep my cat entertained while I continue here. I don't know if you guys see my leg down here. Goodness gracious, she's in heat, y'all. Give her a break. But anyway, sorry. So basically, what it was just Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu jerking each other off at a press conference and talking about how great they are. Netanyahu is going to be giving Trump the highest civilian award in Israel, which I don't know if that makes you guys ask this question, but it then makes me ask the question of, is Trump a fucking citizen of Israel? Because it is the highest citizen award. You can only get a citizen award if you're a citizen, right? Right? Like, come on, what's going on here? So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Trump is a dual citizen, maybe, which I don't like. Yuki, hey, Yuki, stop. Go. I'm sorry, guys. She's over here shaking the freaking... I don't know why she's doing that to me. I'm trying to run a show here. Sorry, y'all. That's kind of embarrassing. But anyways, on to number 3. Number 3. More drone strikes on Venezuela. More drone strikes on Venezuela. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why we're doing that. I just don't get it. I do know why. It's oil. It's always oil. It's always oil. It's always money. So here's what's going on with that. So basically, they have a port. They call it a port. It's not. It's just a lone little dock with a building on it. Yuki, please stop. Okay, come on. No, you're grounded. Come on. Go. Go on. One moment, y'all. Worst cat award goes to her. She literally had no interest in this stuff before the show. Not even kidding. 0 interest before the show. Not joking. I wish I was joking, guys. I really do. And our lighting's all fucked now. Oh man, this sucks for me, doesn't it? This sucks for me bad. We'll do that for now. Temporary. Okay, anyways, I apologize for that. I hope y'all can forgive me. It's super embarrassing. Anyways, as I was saying, guys are really just bombing the fuck out of Venezuela. They're saying it's because of drugs. They say it's to prevent fentanyl getting into America. I got really bad news for Trump, though. Fentanyl's not coming from Venezuela. It's not. I'm pretty sure, what was it? Brazil's a huge trafficker of fentanyl. Mexico's a huge trafficker of fentanyl. Not Venezuela. So yeah, it's over oil like it always is. But anyways, they bombed this little... It's literally a tiny little dock. It's a tiny little dock with a building on it. It's a little fishing dock with a little fishing building on it, and they bombed the fuck out of it. They bombed the fucking bomb that they dropped on that building cost more than the building. I'm not even fucking joking. It cost more than the building. So yeah. And then get this, okay? So, questionable decision by Trump left and right, and I already figured this, that's why I didn't vote. On to the next topic. Anyways, number 4. Trump has renamed the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center. I'm not even joking. The Kennedy Center has now been renamed to the Trump Kennedy Center. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why we're doing that. Not sure why we are doing that. The Kennedy Center is the Kennedy Center. We don't need to... Why add your name to something? Why not just build your own? Why not just make your own? You know what I mean? He's like big old real estate agent, big builder, you know, why not just make your own? I don't understand why you have to add your name to something that's already beautiful and already has a president's name on it, being Kennedy's. Kennedy is one of the most respected presidents there ever was and really ever will be, other than me, of course. I'm also the most humble. But Kennedy was really respected by everybody on both sides, and so it really just feels super dishonest and weird to put your name on the Kennedy Center. I just don't think you need to do it. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Number five. Trump and Zelensky's meeting. So, Trump and Zelensky, they had a meeting today. There was a press conference and a meeting, and they were talking about their talks and how their talks went. And basically, it was just another jerk-off fest. They're saying that they got all this progress. But here's kind of what bothered me the most is, you guys remember how Trump was treating Zelensky, right? Like, you remember last time Zelensky came to the White House or whatever? And they basically practically threw that guy out. Like, they practically threw the guy out on the front fucking lawn of the White House. I guess my question is, what changed? What changed? Because Trump was treating Zelensky like, I don't even know. He was kissing his ass. I've never seen Trump kiss so much ass in my entire life. Yeah, I don't know. I literally wrote it down. I literally said, went from treating Zelensky like shit to kissing, in all caps, his ass. 3 to 4 question marks, because I'm just so confused. I don't like this lighting. I'm gonna... Does anybody want a cat? I have a cat up for adoption, y'all. If you would like her. Her name is Yuki. She's a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I love her. I shouldn't say that. She's amazing. Let's see how that looks. Does that look good? Do you guys like that lighting or no? Also, everybody, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Sorry, I just want to adjust this lighting here. I just really didn't like how that was looking from my side. Oh yeah, I like that much better. But sorry. So back to what I was saying. I didn't understand the switch up. I don't know what changed so quickly from Trump basically ready to just like kick this guy's ass. So the last time Zelensky was in the White House, I thought Trump wanted to kick this guy's ass, bro. Like, I didn't understand why they were so hostile. And then now, don't get me wrong, like, I'm glad they were able to like come to terms to where they're like, kind and are able to, you know what I mean? I'm glad it's peaceful. I'm glad the talks are peaceful, but I just don't, call me stupid, I just don't get what changed. I don't know what changed so quickly. Like I said, he's just so nice. He was kissing his ass. It was almost embarrassing. But yeah, he's basically kissing his ass. And personally, I don't like Zelensky. To me, it feels like, when it comes to Ukrainian war, here's how I feel about it. I feel like Zelensky had plenty of opportunities where he should have said, okay, I lost this amount of land or whatever, I lost this, but I took back a good portion, and I'm just going to take my L, and I'm going to call it, I'm done fighting, I'm done. But there's times where he didn't do that. Like he was in a good spot, he was winning, and Putin was ready to talk peace treaties. Putin was ready to call it quits. He was done. Putin was done. He was getting his ass handed to him. And Zelensky said, no, I'm going to keep this going. This was whenever Biden was in presidency, because Biden was giving them a fuck ton of help. Biden was just funneling money into Ukraine. It's ridiculous. So yeah, Ukraine was kicking Russia's ass at a certain point. But now it's the other way around. Without America dumping all of the money into Ukraine, they're losing. And now Zelensky is kind of talking about wanting peace finally. But then you got Putin, who doesn't want to end the war because he's winning. And he knows he could win. Without America's support, he knows they can win. And so that's why he just wants to keep going now. But I think we should have it. I think we'll have an end to the Ukrainian war. I think there'll be no more Russia, no more Ukraine. I think that war will be over at the very latest. Like the last American troop, everything like that, will pull out of Ukraine at the end of August 2026. That's my prediction. August 2026 is when we will be fully, and I mean fully, out of Ukraine. So, yeah, just something to think about on that end. Sorry, hold on, guys. Hold on. Anyway, sorry. I'm letting my buddies know that I'm live because I don't see them, and I'd like to see them here. I'm a loser, I know. Anyways, but yeah, so honestly, if you ask me, Putin and Zelensky are both bad. They're both bad. They both did bad, and at the end of the day, it's sickening. At the end of the day, it's sickening. It's sickening. They use their countrymen to fight a pointless war. It wasn't pointless until it was. There was a point where it could have ended, and really, Ukraine would not have lost a lot. Like, they would not have lost a whole lot, and Russia would not have gained a whole lot. And Ukraine was the only one holding up the war. They could have just said, okay, you know what, fine. I took my L. What the hell? Hey! Hey! You hear that? Sorry, guys, hold on. What the hell did you hear that? Girls, what was that about? You two better be nice to each other. What was that about? Hey, no more. That was crazy. Man. Guys, my cats are usually not this crazy. But my first freaking episode, and I've already had to close the door and go check on them right there. That was crazy. Hey, welcome in, Tuck. Welcome in, Tucker. I appreciate you coming in, brother. Hey, you already know. All right, I'm so sorry about that. So let's now move on. Let's switch gears. We're going to switch gears from what they are talking about let's talk about what they won't talk about. Let's talk about the news stories that they're hiding. Let's talk about the news stories that they don't want you to be focused on, and that's why they released the ones I was just showing you, that I was just reading to you about. So, sorry y'all, I'm just a parched little guy. So, here are the stories that have been hidden from us. They might be yesterday, but they're mostly for today. So the first one, check this out. The first one, I bet you haven't heard about this. Did you hear the news? I'm not gonna steal that guy's thing. News updates for real. That guy's cool. I like him. But the first thing is there was actually, I bet you haven't heard about this. There was a massive police raid in Brazil, and not only was there a massive police raid in Brazil, it was bad. Like there was 121 deaths of people because of it. 121 deaths caused by police. Where was it? There's accusations of just straight up executions, like executions by the police on just random people, as well as straight up just torture, just torturing people for fun. The United Nations, it's so bad that the United Nations is actually calling for an investigation on it. That's how bad it is. But have you heard anything about it? Well, I haven't heard anything about it until I was researching for today's live. So, yeah, that's something to look into. If I were y'all, I'd look into that. If that's something that worries you. But yeah, the huge police raid, 121 deaths, execution-style murders, and straight torture in Brazil. The next story. And this one affects all of us here. This one's a little more American, if you will. The next story is Social Security is in crisis right now. Social Security is having a crisis. One, they're shorthanded. They don't have enough employees, and they also don't have enough funds, guys. They don't have enough funds. They're actually in a deficit. They're going to be giving out more than they're taking in, and I don't understand how the fuck that happens or works. I don't see how that's happening. I don't see how I pay in a fuck ton of money to my taxes. You know what I mean? This kind of sounds like to me more embezzlement bullshit and deep state bullshit, but I don't know. So here's the scoop. Here's the 511. Basically, we are taking in not enough money because we're giving out, I think it's about 1.5 times more than we're taking in is what we're giving out currently. And unless the government funds it, unless we get more funding for it by Congress, I think it is, it will completely run out. Or no, it won't run out. I'm lying. There will be I would like to redact that. There will be a 25% cut. 25% cut for everybody's. So say you make $100, 25% will be cut. So you're probably going to be making now 75. If that, you see what I'm saying? So like, that'll happen by 2030 if we do not get more funding coming in. Congress is supposed to look at it, but nobody has mentioned anything about it whatsoever. These are stories that nobody in the mainstream media is reporting. So I am. So I feel like that's something important. And here's something, dude, you guys are gonna shit your pants when you hear about this next one. Like I was like, what are we doing? Check this out. Are you ready? Number 3, many nuclear plants in America are at risk of flooding because of rising sea levels and storm surges, as well as heavy rainfall in the areas they are in. So hear me. Hear what I'm saying. Like, this is a serious issue. Hear what I'm honestly saying to you. Real hill and based. On God, bro. On God. But no, here's what I'm saying. These plants, they're at risk of flooding. And check this out. Ready? There's a total of 61 nuclear sites in America. 61 total. 61. There are 54 of them. 54. That have reports written on them since 2015. There have been internal reports, external reports, everybody. Since 2015, 10 years straight now, people have been writing reports saying 54 of the 61 are not built for this climate. They are not built. They will flood, they will overrun, and guess what? Fukushima, but in America. They will flood and they will overrun and we'll have issues, just like they did in Fukushima. There are 54 of them that have this issue. 54 of them out of 61 of them. America will be so fucking cooked, there'll be nowhere to live anymore in America. If 54 of these motherfuckers melt down, we're fucked. America will be done. You don't gotta worry about how fucking little money we get paid or anything anymore after that. 54 fucking nuclear meltdowns? It's not right. For 10 years they've ignored it. For 10 years there have been report after report after report written since 2015. That's 10 years. 10 years of reports that have been ignored that say these are not built for today's climate. They are not built and they will flood and they will be overran. And it's been ignored. And this just goes, and the next headline we're about to cover is just as bad as this one. Check it out. Private equity firms in America are purchasing huge, and I mean huge, massive stakes into private energy. Let me take that back. They're purchasing huge stakes in public utilities across America. That means they're purchasing stakes in public utilities, like our water bill, like our water place up here, or say our Wheatland Electric up here. They're purchasing stakes in those, right? And that might, oh, that's fine, that's okay, right? Everybody buys stocks and stuff, that's okay, right? No, it's not okay. And here's why it's not okay. Because when they purchase stakes and the stuff like that, it raises the price of everything. But hold on, let me give you the states they're buying in first. They're purchasing large stakes in Texas, New Mexico, Wisconsin, Florida, and Indiana. Those are the states they have been purchasing in as of right now. Once again, nobody is reporting on this. Why is that? Now, you might be asking me, well, why is this such a big deal? Why is this such a big deal? Anybody should be able to invest in the public utilities, right? It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. It's a big deal because this will drive up costs. It will drive up costs locally for the place they're purchasing the stakes at, right? But not only will it drive up the prices there, it will also end up driving up the prices everywhere. Because if they can charge it for something, they can charge, say, I know we're paying about 16 or 17 kilowatt hour, $16 to $17 per kilowatt hour or something like that. Or no, what am I thinking? $1 per 16 or 17 kilowatt hours, I think it is. And say they could like make that way worse than what we're paying, right? They can, and they are going to. That's why they're investing. Well, they get away with it here in Texas, but then right up in Oklahoma, the Oklahoma company is like, well, how come you guys are being able to charge that much? We're right next to you, and yet we're not charging that much. We're charging way less. And then they start raising up their price. Oh, who's next to Oklahoma? Who's right next to Oklahoma? Kansas. And just like that, our prices go up too. It's always bad for private investors to invest in public things. Look at the healthcare system. Our healthcare system is so fucked. And it's because some rich guy got in on our public healthcare, turned it private, and then started literally practicing medicine off of ethanol. All of your medicine is ethanol based. Did you know that? Any medicine. Antibiotic, ethanol. Painkiller, ethanol. Adderall, ethanol. Xanax, ethanol. Ethanol, ethanol. Yeah, that's just the truth. All of your medicine is based off of ethanol. The hell has ethanol in it. Welcome to the real world. And here's the final story of our night. The final story I'll be touching on, the final headline. And then after this, we can take questions from the chat. I'd really love to have your questions. I'd really love to have you guys. I mean, we could even take in callers. You know what I mean? Like, shit. We could even take in callers, maybe. But here's the last story of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, our economy is in a place it really has never been. It's in a really weird spot. Right now, our economy, we're in a K-shaped economy, meaning half of the population is just making a lot of money. The tech sector, stuff like that, banks, tech, shit like that. They're making so much money. They're making hand over fist, ladies and gentlemen, while we suffer. So the K, they're going up. Then you got you and me, the regular guys, going down. K-shaped economy. On top of that, though, not only do you have that, you have the precious metals that are soaring through the fucking roof. You have silver at $75.11 per ounce. You have gold at $4,350.30 per ounce. For fuck's sake, you got copper at $5.72 per ounce. Copper! You're probably wondering, well, why is that? That's good, right? Like, the fact that our precious metals are up so high has to be good, right? No, it's not good. It's not good because the people who are investing in our markets, they're expecting our dollar to crash. Nobody's buying our debt bonds anymore. We, America, is the #1 purchaser of our own bonds, okay? What we do with our, you're probably wondering what we do with our debt and how we back our debt. Our debt, we sell bonds of our debt, right? You can buy part of the American debt. You buy a part of it and you get a bond, right? These bonds can raise in value or they can lower in value. And you can sell these bonds back just like stocks and bonds, right? But nobody's buying ours anymore. Every country has these, by the way. Germany has bonds, Australia, everyone has bonds. But nobody is buying America's bonds anymore. And they're not buying our bonds anymore because they don't have any faith in the American dollar. And that's why everybody's taking their money and they're separating their money from the American dollar and they're buying gold and silver and copper. They're separating their wealth from the American dollar. And when you're the fucking reserve currency and the world police, that's not good news. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not good news. We are fucked. It's not good, guys. It's not good. So the #1 purchaser of our bonds, it's us. It's the Cayman Islands, which is just where everybody's offshore bank accounts are who lives in America. So us, we buy our own. It's America is the #1 purchaser of our own debt. Do you really think that's good? It's not. It's not good. It's not good. Oh, we're so fucked. It's so fucked. It's really dangerous, and nobody's talking about it at all. Like I said, we're in the K-shaped economy, which is fucking us. On top of that. Here's a real question, ladies and gentlemen, and I really have been wanting to ask this for a while, is, given all this evidence, given everything I've shown you, is, are you okay with this? You're fine with the way we're living? You enjoy the life you live? You enjoy going to work all day, coming home, to not even really reach ends meet? Honestly, is this the life you envisioned? Growing up in school, this is the life you envisioned? Not me. I have something set before me where I'm going to be much greater than what I am. I'm running to be your president, and I will be your president. I don't care how you know me. I don't care where you know me from. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care if you grew up with me and I was a little jackass in school all the time. I'm not that kid anymore. I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm 26 in January, years of age, and I'm a whole different man. So I will ask of you to not use the opinion you have of me or had of me to judge me for what I am. But I say all that to say this, is what are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are we going to keep just sitting around, getting our ass kicked by the economy, gaslit and told it's getting better? Does it feel like it's getting better to you? Does it feel like it's getting better to your bank account? How about your fridge? Is your fridge getting better for your fridge? It's not getting better for mine. It's not getting better for any of those things for me. The people who voted for Donald Trump voted for a lot of things. They voted for a golden age. They voted for a good economy. They voted for mass deportation. They voted for low unemployment rates. Inflation's at 3%. He's deported 300,000 people. That's not mass deportation. We're not in a golden age. We're like a golden fucking shower because I'm getting pissed on, okay? We are not doing better than we were when Joe Biden was president. I mean, we're not. So then why was he voted in? I hate to say it, but I don't think he's going to do anything, guys. He was in this... And this is going to connect. He's not doing anything because he has no skin in the game. He can't run for presidency anymore. He can't be president ever again now. It's over for him. And this is the exact reason term limits were never imposed by the founding fathers, because they knew, well, once you get in your second term, what's gonna make you want to keep fighting as hard as you did in your first term? I addressed this in my video. We can have honest and fair and free elections again. It just has to be paper ballots, IDs, and people counting the votes in person where we can watch and see. No more electronic booths. No more hackable bullshit. Just physical, non-hackable. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, it's all, there's ways to do things. If you want to fix the shit, there's a way to fix the shit. But when you're just looking to get a few less symptoms, you're never going to fix anything. And I'm starting to feel like that's the plan. You don't fix anything. You use it to run again. And then, once you get in for your second time, you don't do shit because you don't need to. Instead, you just run around and you try to get everyone elected in the Senate, or, you know what I mean? Like, he's running around, Trump's running around campaigning for everyone else now. Why? Why? Why not just do your fucking job? Do your fucking job. You worked for 2 fucking months, if that, out of your presidency so far. And I'm so tired of Senate. The Senate worked 87 fucking days. If I worked 87 days out of the year, I'd be fucking homeless. I'd be fucking homeless. So again, I ask you, what are we going to do about it? Do you want to make change? Or do you want to continue getting changed? Because the only thing I see is our American Constitution, our American way of life, everything that's American being killed by people who don't even care about it. And never have, never will. Why would they? Doesn't benefit them any. It's crazy to me how many people live and benefit off of hating this country and off of just doing the exact opposite thing that our country needs. There are people that make whole careers out of this. There are people in Congress and the Senate that the only thing they have changed with their time up there, the only thing they've changed is their net worth. That's it. They didn't fight for your freedoms. They didn't fight for your policies. They didn't even fight for fucking anything you care about. That's why another thing I am proposing, as well as the removing term limits for the presidency, is term limits on the Senate, Congress, and governors. You should be able to impeach these people as well. You should be able to, as citizens, impeach them. What does it take to impeach them? At least, let's say, like a 50% vote out of the district they represent. 50% of the people have to say they want to impeach this person because they are not representing the views, what we're looking for. They're not representing us. Another thing I think we should have, there should be monthly meetings with those people. You should have monthly meetings. If you're a senator, a congressperson, a governor, you should have monthly meetings with the people you represent. You should have monthly meetings with the people you represent. I just think that should be how it is. I mean, how else can you address any of the issues that are plaguing your district unless you talk to the people in your district? I just feel like these are simple things that I shouldn't even have to say. I feel like these are simple things I should not have to say at all. So yeah, that's how I feel. Anyways, we're going to open it up to questions. I'm here looking at the chat. Is there any questions that you guys have for me? You can ask me anything. My policy on something, what I would do, what I would do as presidency about this issue or that issue, what I believe on this issue or that issue. Am I gay? Do I like cock? I'm not going to answer that. You have to ask it. Anything. You can ask me anything. So go ahead and ask. I'd love to have some questions from the chat. I'm opening it up to the chat now. As nobody types in the chat. Hello? Anybody? Oh, here's one. Okay. No, I see some questions here. From earlier. Who was really responsible for Charlie Kirk's assassination? Who I think was actually responsible for Charlie Kirk's assassination is Israel. I think Israel and probably Israel and Egypt as a joint effort. That's why there was Egypt planes following Erica Kirk for 2 years, which is proven. That's not opinion. That's not me guessing. That is proven fact with flight logs. So yeah. The next question was, do you think Donald Trump sucked Bill Clinton's dick? No, I think Bubba is Benjamin Netanyahu. That's what I think it was. I think Bubba is Benjamin Netanyahu. But they said Bubba instead of Bibi. So I think Trump sucked Benjamin Netanyahu's dick, and Putin has the photos. Any other questions? I'd love to have them. We'd love to have them. Bring me your questions. Any questions? I'd even debate one of you. I'm not afraid. I love debating. I need to get a line to call in. That'd be cool. Who do you think has more power over us, China or Israel, and why? 120%. The country that has more power over us is going... Well, okay, that's a hard question. Okay, China has power over us in a different way. China has power over us militarily, where they have nukes and stuff like that. They have power over us to where we fear them and respect them a certain amount. But the one that has the most power over us completely, 100%, to where we could not even fight back against it, would be Israel. Israel has so much power over us, it's ridiculous. There are only 4 people in the House of Representatives. There's only 4 of them that do not take AIPAC money. 4 of them that do not take money from AIPAC, which is the Israel lobby, which does not have to register as a foreign lobby under the FARA Act. So yeah, that's just one. That's just one example of why. So, I mean, man, there's just so many instances. Like, we're the greatest allies with Israel, but yeah, they have USS Liberty. They destroyed our boat. They attacked our boat. We had an American flag. They knew it was us. There's no denying that. They knew it was us. They attacked our boat because they didn't want us to see what they were doing. Multiple times they've spied on us. They give packages. They give gifts to people at the CIA or FBI headquarters. They'll give gifts, and they are literally implanted with spying stuff to where they can get data or voice or picture. So yeah, Israel basically owns us right now, and it's really bad. Every president has gone to Israel after being elected and kissed the wall. There's a wall they kiss, and it shows that they have 100% allegiance to Israel. So yeah, thank you for the question. I really appreciate that. Any other questions? Yuki, knock it off. Any other questions? Sorry guys, my cat is being out to work. Give me some more questions while I go tell her to stop. Yuki, go play, please. You have a sister to play with. Daddy's working. Go on. Thank you. You're being bad. Bad to the bone. Yeah, more questions though, guys. I really love the questions. I really appreciate it. Like, it really gets me going. Really gets me going. Oh hell. Are there any topics you guys would like me to cover in the future, or is there anything like that? Also, do you guys want to watch me fucking shred on Guitar Hero? I'm just kidding. I do have Guitar Hero for my Wii though. Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. But yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, no. Any other questions? I really appreciate you guys tuning in for the first episode of ADA, America's Daily Audit. Do you guys like the set? I kind of put it together pretty quickly here. I got the desk put over here, got the green screen. In the future, I don't know. I probably have to. I don't know if Facebook will allow you to project anything on the green screen while live. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not. But that would be really cool. That'd be really big for me personally, if I could. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool. But right now, it's just there for aesthetic purposes. Or so you guys can edit funny shit. Go ahead, ready? Put me somewhere crazy. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! I'm inside the Epstein files! Oh, there's pedophiles everywhere! Oh God!
And that's my man, cause Stone Cold said so. Alright? Alright?
Alright, sorry. No. This is a serious show. A serious political discussion show. Okay. I'll have to show off my impersonations later. Wow, that sounded like really dangerous. I'll go look at it later. Don't make me break out Mickey Mouse and, oh, you're not repossessing shit. Oh, I missed one fucking payment on my clubhouse. I've been renting this son of a bitch for 20 fucking years. Oh, you think you're gonna repossess me over one goddamn payment? Oh, Goofy, go get the gun. Oh, I've had enough.
Oh, okay, Milky.
Oh, all right. Just like that, from a serious political show to whatever this is. Oh, hell. How long have we been going? Probably not too long. Yeah, only 50 minutes. We're about an hour in. That's not bad. Well, hell. I've stalled long enough. It doesn't seem there's any more questions. Thomas Westerman joined in. Thomas, do you have any questions for me? Do you have anything you'd like to discuss on the political spectrum here? I'd love to have your opinion or even hear what you have to say or question. I know you came in late. You came in on the back end, already covered all of my headlines and all that stuff. But I would really love to. I'd really love to riff with you. I'd really love to discuss politics with you. You know, I really respect your opinion. But if not, that's fine. Like I said, if any questions, I'd love to have any questions. Any questions, any statements, anything you want to talk about on politics, we can. I'll sit here. I can debate you on something. If there's something you don't agree with that I've said, now's your time. Now's your time. Now's your time. You know what I mean? The Facebook comments, no, right here. Now's your time. If you ever had anything you wanted, you know what I mean? Right here. Let's do it live. No Facebook comments. No silliness. Come back running. Look at my foot. You can. Okay. Well, it looks like there's no questions.